So, I'm up in London today and I'm going to be meeting with Anastasia, who is the bride that I picked up in the street, who was late for church and late for her wedding, and she couldn't get a cab, and I ended up driving her to the church, and we got there in reasonable time for her to get married. It went on TickTock and everybody's been asking lots of questions, and so today I'm going to ask her as many questions as I can and then find out what she's doing now, what happened after the wedding, and we're just going to have a really nice reunion. So let's go and find her. I'm at the Hoxton Hotel in Shoreditch, and guess who I bumped into? She's right here.
Hi guys!
It's Anastasia. And Anastasia...
The flustered bride.
The flustered bride.
This is me.
That's you. And so the thing that everybody's wanting to know is, how was the wedding?
So the wedding was great. My husband was slightly worried because no one told him that I was late because of the new cancellation. Yeah. But he knew that I would eventually come.
When it went on TikTok, everyone was talking about the vicar.
He's our vicar, and he was marrying us because we thought that would be the most natural thing to do.
That's very nice. And also, you chose Holy Trinity Brompton because it was just close to where you live, or?
No, so we're part of the HTB community.
Okay.
Our church, St. Luke's, was being under renovation, and we thought it wasn't really nice for the pictures and for things like that, so we decided to go for the big church, for the big bang, for the main HTB church.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and they totally agreed to host us, and so that's where we had our wedding.
Fantastic. So the other thing that I was going to ask you, which I think is really interesting, is when you guys jumped in, I didn't realise that one of you was Russian.
Yes.
And Paul, who's also we're seeing in a minute, Paul is from Ukraine.
Yes.
So Paul and I have talked about this, and I'm going to sponsor him. But even when I went onto the website, it's so complicated.
We were actually connected with people who already found sponsors.
Okay.
And so we were helping people from Ukraine to apply for these visas, and so of course if you don't speak English it can be a bit complicated, so we were doing this, and plus I was helping a couple of families who wanted to come with their animals, and especially cats, and that's very complicated. But I have 2 cats myself, so I understand that this can be considered as a part of the family.
And it's also stressful.
It's super stressful. The rules are very tough, and so you need to make sure that you did the right vaccination for the cat, that the cat has stayed in isolation at home enough time before you travel, because otherwise they will put you in quarantine in England, and that can be super stressful.
And the cats have to wear a mask.
And the cats have to wear a mask, and present their paperwork themselves with a big meow.
So the other thing is, where did you go on honeymoon? Everyone wants to know.
So we went to Crete, went to Greece. I highly recommend this place. It's amazing, the food's amazing, the history of Crete is amazing. The people are very, very nice, and the sea is extremely clear and beautiful.
So I also want to know, how did your husband feel about everything going onto American networks and news all over the world? I think your wedding, or at least the journey to your wedding, is probably one of the most famous journeys of a wedding. So, how did your husband feel about all of that?
So my husband and I, we're actually not on TikTok.
No.
We're not very public people.
Yeah.
So, but that was a very nice story to share. So I think it was a story that the world needed, something with a happy end.
Yes, especially with everything that was going on.
Absolutely, So that's why I'm very happy that there's some good stories on TikTok.
Yeah. One of the things that came up on that TikTok was people saying that you were rude, like because you were saying, hurry, I need to get to church. And I was like, I didn't actually understand why people thought that was rude, because frankly, if I was you, I would have probably been a lot more like, I need to get to church. And I thought you were pretty chill, actually, considering.
With Paul, we were standing and making jokes about that they're not going to start without me, because this is the type of event that is not starting without you.
No, exactly.
So it's fine. It's fine. And then he made a joke like, "What time does the wedding start? In 40 minutes." I was like, "No, like it has already started." Yeah. And so we definitely made it thanks to you.
I'm glad that I was there at that time. So that was really good.
No, I think. But it's improbable. I mean,
I know. One of the other things that a lot of people asked was, why didn't you have a car? But I assume that it's because it's London. It's just easier to just
yeah.
get a cab.
So I thought the place was literally 10 minutes. It's a 10 minutes ride. I thought London weddings are expensive. We decided to save up a bit of money on this and that. So I decided not to get a chauffeur or things like that. And this is what happened. And so for future brides, do not save money on the chauffeur before your wedding. This can be very stressful.
Book a proper chauffeur.
The thing is when I arrived to church, finally, my first reaction was to not starting the ceremony, but wanted to explain to Paul that actually, no, I didn't have coffee. It just really was because I couldn't get an even.
So he might have thought that you had cold feet.
No, he was sure that it was actually that problem.
Yeah.
But people would come to him saying, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, that's very funny.
So, yes.
Your wife-to-be is still trying to make up her mind. Yeah, that's probably what it was.
No.
So when am I going to meet him?
So now he is at work, so anytime on the weekend you can try.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Right, let's go and find Paul.
Let's go and find Paul.
So some of you will have noticed Paul, who was in the Landrover as well when I picked up Anastasia. And Paul is a good friend of Anastasia's. He's a fashion designer, he's a creative, and he's a costume maker as well. And he's a really interesting individual. And Paul and I have also become friends. And so I'm going to chat to him about what he's doing and what he's up to. And we're also going to be looking at a sponsorship program because he happens to be from Ukraine. And I want to support him in any way that I can. So let's go and find Paul.
Hi everyone!
There's Paul. So these are the guys.
Us again.
This is us without the wedding dress, the flowers, and without being late.
And also without your sister.
Yeah, and
the
without Alex.
photographer.
Yeah.
So she's in Russia.
She's in Russia at the moment, yeah.
Right, so here we are. So this is Paul. So Paul, I'm so excited because after the wedding incident and taking you guys over to the church, I then discovered that you're from Ukraine.
It is.
And Anastasia is from Russia. And
Absolutely.
we're just standing here with the Ukrainian flag, which has been painted on this building. Tell me how you know Anastasia.
Oh, we know each other from south of France. We used to have a really funny time back in the days, so
you've known each other for quite a long time.
Quite a long time. Was plenty of stories. We can actually write a book.
You could write a book. And the other thing that I also know is that you were helping her get ready in the morning.
Absolutely right.
With the flowers in the hair and also carrying her train. It's called a train, isn't it? That long thing that's back.
It is.
Yeah. So you were helping her with
lots of fabric. And we're in the middle of a pedestrian island.
Was she panicked when she realised that she couldn't get the cabs?
It could be worse. It could be worse.
Did you keep her calm?
Yeah, we were calming. It was fun that everyone passing by and screaming, congratulations, we're late for our wedding, you know?
Yeah. So you're from Ukraine?
Yes.
And you've been in the UK before and you studied at Central St. Martin?
Yeah, exactly. I've been here as a
stylist.
student, working as a stylist for now.
Nice.
And costume designer,
Yeah, and you've got a show coming up soon.
Yeah, it will be a Bunker Cabaret in a Somerset House in the middle of September with the Ukrainian actors and hooligan art community, which is part of.
And you're going to be doing some costumes for that, aren't you?
Yeah, cabaret costumes.
Nice. That sounds really great.
I can wait.
I'm hoping to come to that.
You're actually invited.
Exactly. And also, we're going to do a sponsorship program. I'm going to sponsor you, and we're going to start that process.
I'm
soon.
so lucky to
It's
have
going to be
you.
great. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So so that's really great. I'm really excited about that. And we're also going to do some fun design stuff together, and we're going to create some stuff, and we're going to raise some money.
I'm ready for create.
Sanctuary Foundation.
I'm ready for create.
Brilliant. Excellent.
Thank you,
Good.
Maxton.
Take care, man.
So to mark the occasion, we're going to make some products, and all the profits we're going to give to the Sanctuary Foundation, who are supporting Ukrainian refugees. So if you like any of these products, let us know in the comments below and we'll get them made, and we should hopefully have them ready by spring.
So wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a great day, and I really look forward to reading your comments.